Ish, this one hurts, man. This one really, really, really hurts to be the first ones to be eliminated from the knockout rounds. I did say that this game came too quick, man. We were not ready. We needed a couple of extra days to prepare or to get enough rest, or whatever the case may be. But what hurts more, obviously, again, is that it's a last minute goal, right? We were in the game. Umbogazi kept us in the game, right, for a 90-minute plus. But then Alfonso Davies comes in, he just ups the tempo here, Canada, right? Within the first 2 minutes that he got in, I think the two plays that he was involved in created incredible opportunities. And they had a spring on their step all of a sudden in Canada, right? They were attacking with more aggression. And you could tell that eventually we are going to crack. Like I said, Mbogazi is the one that kept us on the game. Williams as well, not just with his saves, but also by delaying and taking out the momentum entirely from the game. Because I feel like who Hugo Bros understood and who Ronald Williams when he was assessing the game from the pitch that we are not as good as these guys in terms of the efficiency of the passing, the efficiency when it comes to covering spaces, right? The quickness in transition as well. All those nitty-gritties at this level they count. At this level, everything that gives you an advantage, it counts. And in South Africa, we didn't have any of that. We didn't have the pace, we didn't have the precision with our passing. Uteboho Mokoena was forced to play long balls in the second half in the absence of Rile Mufokeng. And most of his passes were inaccurate, right? We quickly conceded possession immediately after retaining it. So we did well to sustain that pressure because that game plan is not sustainable. But also, I did say on one of the videos I posted earlier this week that Umbata is our lucky charm. If he starts, we probably do not lose within the first 90 minutes. He did not start today, right? And in hindsight, you realize it's a mistake based on how Canada approached the game because there were no spaces offered for Rile Mufokeng. The game was weighing heavy on him and every other player in that first half. So he introduces Umbata in the second half, whereas I feel if Umbata had started, then maybe in the second half or later on in the second half, we get a player like Orile to come on when the game is a bit open because that's where you'll find those spaces. But in the first half, it's very congested. Orile doesn't usually give you something in the first half. He was effective when he came on in the second half against Czechia. Of course, we had a relatively easier fixture against South Korea, so you could find those spaces. But here, at this level, in the knockout rounds, maybe put him in the second half. But of course, like I said, that is just in hindsight. It could have worked. Eish, I'm very disappointed, man. It's a sad one. It's a sad one. But to take it on the chin, the season as South African football fans is over for us. Now we have to just watch the World Cup as an audience. But our boys did well, man. I mean, to even take this game this far, we almost went to extra time. And you know what happens when we get to extra time. Ronald Williams comes alive and we are just fortunate. Almost happened, but one lapse of concentration was all it took. And then they were in behind and scored. Quality goal. Chest, the chest trap, you chest it into an area where defenders will not get there before you make contact again with the ball. That's exactly what it did. Away from the defenders, and then instantly, far post, Williams out of reach. But yeah, man, last game for Hugo Bros. Let's see who's going to be our next manager. But like I said, fuck, this one hurts, man, fuck.